For some reason or another, I remembered somebody posting something on X a while back about how boring it was for the champions that we had. So I thought I'd just take a quick look at the rankings. Nothing's really gonna happen because there was no fights that went down this weekend, over the weekend. And it just kind of came to me that almost all the champions that we have right now are quite interesting and elite and dynamic in their abilities. You know, Pantoja, Merab, Volk, and honestly, I forgot Volk was champion again for a split second there. Kind of crazy to see his name back at the top. And Ilya, JDM, and Dricus. And some people hate Magomed. I don't hate Magomed at all. I do find him interesting. I don't think he's super charismatic, but he is an interesting fighter for me, in my opinion. All the other fighters mentioned so far, I'm intrigued at their fights, man. And their personalities aren't insanely abrasive or just downright degenerate, except for, you know, Merab. It's just brain rot that I think he could do better at. It's not that it is brain rot, it's just that he could probably make better content than the things he does. And of course we have Tom Aspinall, who's leading the charge, or wanting to lead the charge, and trying to lead the charge. Apparently he has a fight ready to go right now. I mean, everyone is probably guessing one of two different people. I doubt it'll be any kind of surprise, but he's definitely a champion that I would imagine fans want. He wants to be active, he's likable, he knocks dudes out quickly. Zhang Weili seems to be well liked in the US. I like her quite a bit, always have. Valentina Shevchenko, I have to kind of agree with Chael Sonnen in that I don't think Valentina is what she claims to be in interviews. You know, she's always saying like, oh, a mixed martial arts is about this and that and all these floral descriptive words to kind of harken back to the good old times when martial arts was mostly an enigma on the planet and only very few were clued in and such discipline and emotional intelligence was involved and whatnot. But at the same time, she lied on an interview saying that Noche 2 wasn't going to be Noche 2 anymore. And it kind of just got swept under the rug. I totally remember her, I think it was Ariel that she told that she was informed there's not going to be any Mexican themed anything for Noche. And I thought it was weird, and then it turned out Alexa had heard nothing of the sort. Of course she didn't. It might have been Mike Heck, actually. Of course she didn't. She's also been very rude to fighters, but when people try to give it to her, she can't take it. Erin Blanchfield, for example, she called Erin Blanchfield a puppy, running towards her with her ears flapping in the wind. I have the clip. If I can find it, I'll put it up.
Right away, right next. But I think for the title fight, she's still green. Few months old puppy, right? Barking around, jumping with all ears up to the air, all happy.
That's not very respectful. I don't find anything about Valentina supremely interesting. It is impressive what she can do, has done, but to me, she's not a really intriguing champion. A dominant fighter and champion, yes, but she doesn't intrigue me. Not as much as who's sitting at our screen waiting to be named, Kayla Harrison. My only issue with Kayla is that I don't know how much more she'll be fighting unless they do reopen 145. That'd be kind of cool, and we'll see what happens there. Other than that, the UFC currently has a good lineup of champions and mostly good opponents. Really looking forward to Pantoja and Joshua Van, for example. I do hope the ranking system gets better, as Sean O'Malley, who has lost to Merab twice, should not be the number one contender. And I think with as honest and open and this face turn that he has made and maturing, I think he would probably agree with that. It's amazing Henry Cejudo's in the top 10 at all. Max Holloway should not be number one at featherweight, right? Am I tripping? What? You know, some of these things don't add up, but who the champions are, it's a pretty good spread of ticket movers. I'm very excited about Tom Aspinall having his chance to shine. And I know that John Jones announced he was back in the testing pool, and maybe that's for something. Honestly, man, I think that is because he does intend to come back. He doesn't know when, but he wants to be able to prove that he wasn't cheating while he wasn't active. Okay, I think that's what it's more about than keeping options open for big fights, you know? It could also be that he has other business investments that he is worried about, or something with legal. And the idea of him meeting the demand of what he wanted to fight Tom Aspinall, like I said, would happen. And a lot of people, big media heads, were saying, no, I don't think it will. Told y'all, they would make that happen for Aspinall and Jones, and then Jones backed out. We all know the story and all the controversy and the antics and everything everything like that, blah, blah. I hope it doesn't get taken away from Tom with Jones looming over the division with the tease that he's back in the testing pool. You know, let's let Tom breathe a little bit. I think he deserves it. And also, he's got it. He's got the it factor and the finishing rate, right? The rankings have been crazy for a very long time, and I really do hope they get this settled and organized, more consistent and more logical. Juliana Pena remaining the number one contender after losing to Kayla the way she did, or Sean O'Malley still somehow for some reason being the number one contender. I'm not even here to personally attack these people. It's the rankings that isn't making any sense. If Sean O'Malley got ranked to number 7, he wouldn't have anything to do with it. But I do think he should be, you know, somewhere like at 4 and at number 4, and Sandhagen should be somewhere at like number 2, maybe even number 1. You know what I'm saying? And Peter Yan at number 2 because he worked his way back, which is what the rest of these guys gotta do, and ladies. Anyway, quick thought that I wanted to share and maybe mark down, as there could be some really interesting fights that come out of this. I really hope no one sleeps on Pantoja anymore. His pound for pound ranking did go up 4 spots, and I think that's well deserved. I'm very much looking forward to that. Joshua Van ranked up 11 spots. Is that the most ever? Did Sean rank up 12 spots or 11 spots? 11 spots, bro. That's amazing. That's amazing. And he deserves it. He reminds me of a homie that I went to high school with, the way he looks and dresses. And he was a violent little gangbanger too. Crazy motherfucker. Tracy Cortez outright taking Viviana Rujal's spot and being at number 8. A big deal, but now she's in some skittish territory. With the right fight, Tracy could jump up right in to title contention before the end of the year. The thing is, I feel like Tracy's gonna have some issues in a rematch with Erin Blanchfield, for example. A fight taking place pre-UFC. Tracy Cortez and Alexa Grasso is a fight that could put Tracy in prime position. And I know some people would be like, well, no way Tracy could take Alexa. I mean, Alexa, unless she has improved on the mat since Natalia Silva, or even since Noche 2, and she's been working on it, and now it's finally coming together. Unless that's what's going on, Tracy has a very good chance of winning, because in order to beat Alexa Grasso, you don't even need elite wrestling. You just need wrestling. Mackenzie Dern waiting in the wings. I am very interested in what type of booking she is going to get. She did call out Verna recently. I say let's do it. Now, if you're subscribed to this channel, you know the Mackenzie Dern lore here. However, this is a spoke in the will that is not going to leave until all use of it has burnt out. And Mackenzie Dern is the perfect Brazilian to put a UFC title on. She just gotta earn it. Because it's not stopping, and because she is finding ways to win, I say do the rematch. Virna looks lethal. If she is as lethal as she has been looking lately, then Dern shouldn't be a problem. If not, let's hurry up and get Mackenzie Dern her next fight so we can get some rotation in the women's strawweight division. Tatiana Suarez and Yan Xiaonan, in my opinion, should be at lower rankings. But then you look at the rest, it is scant at best. And a whole lot of this does have to do with how Mackenzie Dern has been booked over the years and how the rankings turned out every Tuesday after she fought. But another big issue is, more than Mackenzie Dern herself, is the entire thing of you lose a title fight, you stay at 1 or 2, and it gets things all janked.
Hey, I'm not surprised, motherfucker.